Hey everybody, it's Dave Juno. And this is the Meniere's Experience. How y'all doing? I'm doing pretty good. I can't complain. You know, Sunday. It's raining now, but went out a little earlier. Recorded mass because my wife wanted me to stay home yesterday. She wasn't feeling good. She's still recovering from her skin melanoma surgery. Which Thursday we got some good news. Nothing spread. Okay, nothing in the lymph nodes. No cancer in the lymph nodes. So far it hasn't spread. So that's excellent news. So it looks like they got everything. We still have to see the oncologist on Tuesday to see if he wants to do any other scans or they she I think it's a she I don't know she whoever doctor to see if there's see if they want to do any of the scans. Or just say hey monitor make sure you go to the doctor the dermatologist every couple of months. But you know we can see the light at the end of the tunnel now, and it's getting brighter. So things are looking up for us. And thank you for the prayers and support and everything that you guys have given us. It means a lot. I know my wife has seen some things and has gotten messages because there's a few years that are friends with her too. And it's great. She's wonderful. She's doing fine. She's still tired. She's still recovering. It's only been 2 weeks. So it's going to take a little bit longer, the surgeon said. But as far as everything goes, she's doing good. And I'm exhausted because I'm doing so much. That's okay. So what I really want to talk about is, we're all looking for that needle in a haystack, right? And especially in the beginning of Meniere's disease or anything. I mean, really, you're looking for that needle in a haystack, that magic cure. You don't want to suffer with this, but you don't want to have surgery. You don't want to shots, and you don't want to do this. So you're trying to find all these things, and sometimes, and a lot of times, when you're doing that, you're really led down the wrong road. So today I saw a post that somebody shared, and it was okay. I understood they shared it, and it's not their fault that they shared something. They're trying, and that's a good thing. Um, but the post was from the medical medium guy named Anthony Williams. William, they shared it, um, and right off the bat, I could see it. Okay, because I had just done a video about Epstein-Barr virus, um, and it was saying that uh, your vertigo is coming from a neurological attack because Meniere's is crystals. Boom, wrong right there. It is not crystals. That's benign post posterior vertigo, BPPV. Those are the crystals. That's the thing they're talking about. It's not Meniere's. Okay, totally different. And then it said that there was 60 varieties of Epstein-Barr virus. Another red flag went up for me. Okay, because there's only two. There's not 60. Epstein-Barr's virus. Epstein-Barr virus it has it's part of the herpes family, but even that is eight. Okay, so all right, and I know I did make a couple of mistakes with the Epstein-Barr because I did. Some people reached out to me, and I talked to others, and they were saying like that's when the Meniere's really kicked in, or the other things kicked in. So it could, and you know what, we really don't know what causes Meniere, so it does make sense. Um, so those two things right there was like enough. I'm not reading this medical medium Anthony William, whoever has no clue what they're talking about. Um, and then so I figured and a woman who made the post did the right thing. She made a comment and she commented what she does to help keep her Meniere's at bay. And that was awesome. I loved it. I loved it. It was all supplements and things like that. It wasn't anything cuckoo. It wasn't, inhaling chlorine dioxide or, um, you know, sniffing alcohol or whatever. Um, it was very, supplements and things and exercise and it's working for her. And that's awesome. Um, but so I went to look up this medium guy because I was like, this guy, I don't know what the hell he knows what he's talking about. And basically, it's just somebody who thinks that doing a cleanse and changing your diet will fix everything, and it's really not the case. It does help. I'm not going to say it doesn't help. It does help. but it's not the case, and not everything is viral. Okay, um, because some people have Meniere's. It is caused by the zoster virus, the same as the chickenpox family of viruses. So they think. But if you take antiviral, that kind of puts it at bay. Um, so it's not a far fetched thing, but they really don't know what causes Meniere's disease. And the reason why I'm making this video itself, not because the woman shared the post, I'm actually glad she did, because it could shows other people, hey, there are people out there that really don't know what they're talking about and trying to get you to do something or buy their product or do whatever, and it really can cause other problems. So it's a really good thing that she did that. And it was actually excellent, like I said, what she commented. But the point is that people see that and they go, "Ooh, I'm going to run to this guy because it's helping that one." And if they're new, they don't really understand how Meniere's is. You could tell them it's crystals and they'll go, "Yay, crystals," and they'll just keep doing the Epley maneuver and it does nothing for them. Um, so you gotta be responsible, and I'm not talking about the woman, I'm talking about that Anthony William. You got to be responsible for what you put out there and put out the right information. Okay, because I did look up again the Epstein-Barr virus in the National Institute of Health.gov, and yeah, there's only two varieties, not 60. And Meniere's is not caused by crystals. That's the BPPV. And that took me all of about 5 minutes. And that was just a double check because I knew. I just wanted to double check. Because I don't like putting out information that's wrong. Like I did a couple of weeks ago with Epstein Barr. Not that it was all wrong, but part of it was. And I'm one of the first ones to admit it. And also this medical medium, they're not doctors. They have no medical, as far as I'm concerned. They call themselves medical experts. They're not medical experts. All right? I'm not a medical expert. I've never been to medical school. I never took a class of medicine or anything. The only thing I do is when I go to the doctors or I take my wife to the doctors, I ask a ton of questions. And not just about Meniere's. I ask questions about other things too. Hi, Odin. My dog Odin, if you can see him. Say hi, bud. I guess not. Um, so I ask a ton of questions. Plus, my mother worked at New England Medical Journal when I was a little kid. We used to read those things all the time. So I learn a lot. And even from my sister-in-laws who were nurses, I used to ask them tons of questions. So yeah, I've never been to medical school, but I know a lot, but not enough to say I'm a medical expert because I'm not. Do you get it? When you start grasping for looking for a needle in a haystack, that's what you get. All these things that are going the wrong way, upside down, all around, information that so can get everybody confusing. And then you think you found the needle, and then all of a sudden, oh, nope, that wasn't it. Now what? My best advice is, if you're diagnosed with Meniere's, that's your diagnosis. If you want to search for other things, see professional medical people. Do not go on sites like the Medical Medium. People like that, they're really either they don't know what they're talking about, and they're misleading. Okay, I don't know what they're trying to do. I know what a medium is. You talk to spirits or whatever. Were they talking to Doctor Spirits? I don't get it. So, yeah, just be careful of that because you can get yourself so confused, and then that's when the depression hits, and that's when this hits, because you're so busy looking for that needle in the haystack, you don't realize right in front of you there's medical professionals out there that are willing to help you, whether it's medicine, a diet, or surgeries, until they find something that can cure us all. Like I've said before in the last few videos, when Epsilon comes out, the SP, SPI-1005, I would love it if it worked for half the people. I'd be ecstatic if it worked for 60 people. I would literally build a sign and walk up and down the street in downtown Marlboro if it worked for 90% of the people. Okay? That's how I really hope it works for so many people. But until that time comes, you have to find a way to live with it. Sorry to say it, and I know people don't want to hear it, because doctors do say that. There are a lot of doctors out there that they don't want to deal with it, so they go, yeah, you're gonna have to live with it. But you're gonna have to, and it's like that with everything. You have to live with it, but try to find that way that helps you, and do it in a sound, common sense way. So, on that note, have a great rest of the weekend. I'm sure I'll be doing another video soon. Take care.